Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're doing well. Since it's Ramadan, I don't want to waste anyone's time. I want you all to make the best of the few days that we have left. I have a request to make of you all. If you've ever benefited from any of my videos, or if you've learned a thing or two, or if you're just feeling kind, regardless of whether you like my videos or not, if you could please take a moment to make dua for me during tahajjud or during iftar time, anytime when you make a dua, I would really appreciate it. So I don't know if I really want to go so deep into things on the internet, even though I am anonymous. I am a very private person, so this is all very new and very different for me, but it is part of me trying to step outside of my comfort zone. So I like to keep it a little general for now, but after my baby was born, I developed a chronic issue, and unfortunately, it has worsened over the past few months. And this is something that, if it worsens over time, I mean, people die from it. So, if you could please make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala either restores my health or at least stabilizes it so that I can have a good life with my family and be there for my child who, as you know, I believe is special needs. Um, like if my health doesn't get better, I pray that it at least stabilizes and stays the same and doesn't get worse, because I guess there are people who can live decades with this condition and have it stay the same and stable for years. But there are also people who can worsen very quickly, and for me, it's kind of been going downhill. I'm trying a new medication out, which is supposed to help in the long run, but it can also cause issues. I mean, being the overthinker that I am, the type of person that goes through looking at all the studies and what they found and reading every little thing, it's just a little too much for me. It's overwhelming. So I've decided that I'm just going to put my trust in Allah and just make dua and pray and hope for the best. So if you can make dua that Allah helps me, so that I can live a good quality life. I don't want a diminished quality of life, and I certainly don't want to leave this world anytime soon. No one really wants to face death, right? But this is an issue that usually comes up in the elderly, or it doesn't come up for people even when they're old. And I've just entered my third decade of life, so this is not something that I was really anticipating or expecting, and seeing people around me who are my age or younger or older, living their best lives, so to speak. It makes me sad sometimes. So I pray that Allah removes that feeling from my heart, because sometimes I feel like I'm envious, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but like anytime I go somewhere and I see people, I'm like, oh wow, like even really old people or people who are like mean to other people or like evil, and I'm like, yeah, well, even this person, their whatever health issue, their health is better than mine in that aspect. I just went to a dawat the other day, and an uncle was like, oh, why do you guys get full so easily? When I was younger, I never got full. Just eat, eat, eat. And he's a nice guy. He was trying to be nice, but I think that as Muslims, unfortunately, our ummah, we're not really well educated on nutrition or diet or health or anything really. Like, we just think life is all about just eating and living a good life, and we think that's a good life, but that's not it. I mean, the more you eat, the more problems you have. And I'm not saying that the issue that I have is from diet. It's not linked to diet at all. I am trying to make changes just overall for my health in general, and I am praying that it will make a difference with the issue that I have right now. So I'm kind of trying to limit my meat and incorporate more fruits and vegetables into my diet, and also just eat once a day. I don't know how it's going to go in the long run. I can update you guys on that if you'd like. For now, all I ask of you is to please make dua for me and for my health. I really want to be there for my child. And yeah, I wish you guys the best and keep each other in your du'as. Jazak Allahu khair. Assalamu aleikum.